Hurricane Idalia is churning through the Gulf tonight and rapidly gaining strength as it takes aim at Florida. The powerful storm can be seen from space. The National Hurricane Center now predicts Idalia could slam into Florida's Gulf Coast tomorrow morning as a Category 4 hurricane. It's Tuesday night, and the big story on Action News is the impending landfall of Hurricane Idalia, one of the first major hurricanes of the season. And Florida is bracing for her impact. The dangerous storm is expected to unleash heavy downpours and life-threatening winds of up to 115 miles per hour, capable of causing widespread damage. More than half the counties in Florida are under a state of emergency tonight, some with mandatory evacuation orders. Some 300,000 residents boarded up their homes and left today. State troopers went door to door warning residents that the storm surge could rise as high as 15 feet.
If we get 8, 10, 12 foot surge, you're talking water's going to just flood all of these buildings.
Meanwhile, 5,500 members of the National Guard are standing by to help those in need. And the Coast Guard has 60 Jayhawk helicopters ready to go that can be used in search and rescue missions. All right, let's head over to meteorologist Cecily Tynan, who's been tracking the storm all night. And Cecily, you just got an update from the National Hurricane Center.
Yes,
right?
And I tell you, I really hope that the people in the mandatory evacuation zones are getting out, because this is potentially catastrophic for the Big Bend of Florida. Satellite and radar showing you can clearly see that well-defined eye. It's very tight. There's a lot of thunderstorm activity around it. That's a clear sign that storm is strengthening, and it's also really large. So areas like Tampa, like Fort Myers, not in the direct path of the eye of the storm, are still getting lashed with the potential for tornadoes, tornado watch box in effect for the western half of the Florida peninsula. So this storm is on the verge of becoming a Cat 3 hurricane. It's a Cat 2 right now, but maximum sustained winds 110. They become 111, it's a Cat 3. So it's basically a major hurricane right now. Now, this is the big change from the National Hurricane Center. It brings it onshore near Appalachia Bay tomorrow morning around 8 o'clock as a Category 4 hurricane with maximum sustained winds 130 miles per hour. Now, it's moving very quickly. It appears it'll keep that forward momentum, so that means it likely will maintain Category 4 status into the state of Georgia, through much of Georgia, and then finally weakening to a Cat 1 over Savannah. So this storm system could cause a lot of wind damage, a lot of storm surge, and a lot of inland flooding. Now, the storm surge, a very large area from Tallahassee to Clearwater, expecting more than 9 feet, could be as high as 15 feet. So that's well over a one-story house. Now, closer to home, we also have Hurricane Franklin, and this is having impact at the Jersey Shore. I'll talk more about that coming up at the full AccuWeather forecast. Rick?
All right, Cess, we'll check back in later. Thank you.